Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm super excited about because we are going to be testing these two products against each other. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I have tried this before. I purchased it like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've tried it, I like it. But then I've heard a lot of people raving about the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. And I got the shade Light Medium. It matched the closest to my Urban Decay Naked Light Neutral. So I went with Light Medium. So I wanted to test them against each other. I already have my foundation on. I very quickly got ready for work, and I was like, you know what, let me just film this because I just bought this one yesterday at Ulta, the Tarte one, and I was like, oh yeah, I just want to film it already. So here we are. Let's talk about the claims. The Too Faced Born This Way concealer, it's oil free. It's supposed to give you a natural undetectable finish, smooth creaseless finish. It's just supposed to look flawless, basically. It has no oil, as I said. It's infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten and boost skin's radiance, and hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. So then, this is what the packaging looks like. It looks just like the Urban Decay. It looks just like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, just like in this little tube. This has 0.23 fluid ounces, which, like, in comparison to the Urban Decay one, the Urban Decay has 0.6. What? The Urban Decay has 0.16. So already you're getting more product with the Too Faced one, and I do believe that they are $26, like same price. Born This Way one is 28 bucks. So then we have the Tarte one, which claims to be skin invigorating ingredients: shea butter, sunflower, peony, licorice root, vitamin E, which is really good for you. And then it's formulated without parabens, mineral oil, and other stuff, and gluten, so it's gluten-free. And something else that I am looking at, the Tarte one is cruelty-free. I have to check to see if the Born This Way one is, but the Tarte one is cruelty-free. This is the Tarte one, and immediately it's so much chubbier. Can you see? You get 0.338, so basically 0.34 fluid ounces. If you're just looking at the amount of product that you get, the biggest bang for your buck is this Tarte one, and this one was only 24 bucks. Let me show you guys the applicator. So this one just has like your basic doe foot applicator, as you can see. This one is so pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. I love like that new feeling when you're like, when it's clean. Can you guys see that it's clean? Is that just me? Is that weird? I love that so much. This is the big one. This one reminds me a lot of like the Clinique wand from the Clinique foundation. It is literally the same size. It's huge. These are what the colors look like. The Tarte one is a little bit more yellow, and then the Too Faced one is a tad more pink, but they're like in the same family range. So the Too Faced one is like in the middle of that liquid creamy kind of texture. I would definitely say that the Tarte one is a tad more creamy, a little bit more moussey maybe. I think that the Tarte one might be more full coverage than the Too Faced one, because this one is a nice concealer for like every day. But if I want to get full glam, full flawless, I don't reach for this. I reach for the Urban Decay one. So let's see. So I did not bring my foundation up. I just kind of like stopped my foundation here. My dark circles have not been that bad. So I'm going to blend this in with the Morphe G2 brush. I feel like when I use a beauty blender, I love things so much more. So I want to try it with the brush, which I feel like, to me, kind of really tests how the product applies. So this one is going to be for the Too Faced, because I used the Too Faced the other day and I used this brush. And this is going to be for the Tarte one. So let's do Too Faced first. And this wand is nice and flexible. I thought it was going to be more stiff when I first purchased it. It doesn't have as much give as the Urban Decay one, but it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and blend this in. I'm going to pat it. This concealer feels super duper lightweight, and it blends in really easily. And I also like to press in the product because, at least on my skin, when I rub or when I like swipe, which you shouldn't do, it removes the foundation. So it has a nice amount of coverage. As you guys can see next to this eye, it did brighten, it did cover up, and it just looks nice and natural, and it looks like your skin, and it is radiant. It looks luminous and it looks very pretty. Let's try the Tarte one. I'm so excited. This one's definitely, I want to say, a little bit darker. It feels light. It feels a little bit more wet. Like, it's strange. I like it. It feels refreshing. It feels like water. So let's press this in and see how it blends. This one I feel is going to be a little bit darker than the Too Faced one. That blended out like, wow, that blended out really easily. They both blend out so nicely. Can you guys see the difference in the color? This one is more yellow, this one's a tad more pink. I prefer yellow. I feel like against my skin it looks better. It makes me look healthier. The Tarte one has more of a matte finish under the eye. Like, it's not a matte, it's not flat, but it looks more satin. Like the Too Faced side has a little bit more luminosity and radiance going through it. I do like the way that they both look. It is a different finish, and I definitely will say that the Tarte one has more coverage. So I guess it depends on what finish you're going for, but either way, I so far really like both of these. And it's not like creasing, it's not sinking into any fine lines. They don't have a super tacky finish. The Too Faced one is a little bit more tacky. I'm gonna set with the NYX HD finishing powder. This is in Banana. I love this powder from the under eyes. As you guys can see, I hit pan a long time ago. I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'm just gonna set both of my under eyes because I have to. I am setting it and pressing. I'm not gonna bake because I feel like baking just makes the powders last even longer than they normally would on a daily basis. So I'm gonna do what I would normally do. And I'm also just gonna put under eye mascara. I don't want to put any powders because I feel like when I put powders in my under eye, it always helps a concealer to not look creasy, and I really want to see the way that this concealer wears. So under the Too Faced side, it looks flawless. The powder blended over it beautifully. It just looks beautiful. So let's go on the Tarte one. The powder looks really light on the Too Faced side, and it also looks really nicely under the Tarte side. It's just that the Tarte side looks more full coverage than the Too Faced side. You guys can see like I have a little bit of darkness peeking through a little bit. In this one, it's more completely covered. I just feel like the Tarte one is way more full coverage. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. I really like this concealer. I like the way that it looks. I do feel like the Tarte one is a little more brightening. It has more coverage for sure. But I like them both. But right now, I think I might like the Tarte one more. I feel like the Too Faced one is perfect for like very light makeup, or you're only going to put on concealer and a little bit of powder. Very light makeup. I'm going to be checking in with you guys and letting you guys know how this is wearing. But for now, I do like them both. They just do very different things. So I totally forgot to mention the time. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see it. But here, let me lock the screen. But it is 10:48 a.m. I'm going to check in with you guys in like 3 hours. 11, 12, 1, 2. Like at 2, I'll check in with you guys. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing my first check-in. It is currently, what time is it? It's 1:54. Can't see it. It's 1:54 p.m. and I've been wearing these concealers for like 3 hours. So let's zoom in. I can definitely say that on the Too Faced side, the coverage has kind of sheared away a tad bit. Like you can definitely see a lot more darkness coming through from this side, whereas on this side, this is the Tarte side, you can see that it is covered a tad more. As you guys can see, I have a lot of fine lines, but considering that it's not creasing, it's a little bit worn off in here because my eye has been watering. But it is wearing really nicely. So I would say that if you have dry under eyes and you want a light coverage, I think the Too Faced one would be the best. But as you guys can see, I look more tired on the Too Faced side. I feel like the Tarte concealer is gonna be a lot more long wearing than the Too Faced one. So I will check in with you guys at around 6. Sup? It's 7:28 right now. I'm super greasy. I've had my makeup for over 6 hours and I haven't touched up. I hate touching up. So let's look at what we're working with. Can you guys tell how, maybe it's just me, but this side looks less oily than this side? This is the Too Faced side and this is the Tarte side. I will definitely say that the Tarte one by far is more full coverage. It doesn't really wear away. Like the Too Faced one, it looks more like skin. It's definitely a lighter coverage, but it's not creasing. I don't think they're creasing at all. I think in the crease department, they're both kind of like the same thing. I am so tired. Okay. Final check-in of the night. It is 9:34. You guys can't see that. It is 9:34. I have been wearing this makeup and this concealer for almost 10 hours. So yeah, it's been a really long day. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little closer. So I don't know if you guys can see, my mascara is like running a little bit. So the little Too Faced box, it did say that you get a natural undetectable finish, which I feel like you do when you first apply it, and it's smooth and creaseless. And for the most part, basically all day, I really didn't experience any creasing. And then it is a flawless, but it is very natural looking. I'm going to say that the Tarte concealer wins. The Too Faced one looks beautiful and natural, but the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer definitely outwears the Too Faced one. It stays more full coverage for longer. Basically, I love both of the concealers. They do different things for me, and I will wear them depending on my makeup mood. But if you're looking for something in particular, the Too Faced concealer, the Born This Way concealer, it's more for a natural finish kind of person. Now, the Tarte concealer is, I think, for the person that wants more full coverage, that has a lot to conceal, and you need a lot of brightness. So if you have really dark under eyes, I feel like this is gonna be the one for you. Again, I really like them both for different reasons. This one is definitely more of a, I'm not really thinking about my makeup, just super light kind of, let's just get ready really quick and go. The Tarte one is definitely one that I will use when I want to amp it up just a little bit more and look that much more awake. I don't mind the wand. It is really big. You're gonna be able to cover a big area, but for spot concealing, if you like to spot conceal, I don't know if this will work for you. I will say that I do like the Too Faced wand more. I didn't think it was gonna be so flexible, but it reminds me, you guys can see it's kind of flexible. The Tarte one isn't flexible. The Too Faced one, that flexibility is nice to really like kind of like, it kind of flows over your skin and it kind of bends where it needs, where your face bends, or contours. The Tarte one is just, it's stiff, you know? So I will say that I do like the applicator more for the Too Faced one. It's not as flexible as the Urban Decay Naked Concealer if you have that, but it is definitely not as stiff as like the Tarte one. So overall, you guys, I really do love them both. Pick one as you would like it. I think they're both good. So those are my thoughts. I did enjoy them both. I will definitely be using both of them. Been a little bit concealer craze. I kind of want to try the Kat Von D one, but I don't need any more concealers. That does it for this video. Oh, just kidding. By the way, something that so far, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is exclusive to Ulta. You cannot find this anywhere else but Ulta. I'm not sure if it's on the Tarte website, but if it is, I will link it down below. It should be. But you will not find this concealer as of yet in Sephora. While the Too Faced Born This Way, you can find it in Sephora, on the Too Faced website, and on Ulta, and I'm pretty sure you can find it other places like HSN and stuff. So yeah, just forgot to mention that. Anyway, so that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope this video was helpful, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before you leave. And you can follow me like on my social media. It's linked down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.